Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Muji Baba ki Jai. All the sages have consistently said one thing. It is when this I am is playing as I am something, then all this world of suffering can emerge. Now this something is a notion. In fact, in any notion, the presumed something is present. So as I've been saying these days, come to your notionless existence. In this, the reality of the self is completely apparent. Nothing needs to be spoken. And yet, various ways have been prescribed. If the addiction was so mild that just upon hearing this, you are the self, remain notionless about yourself. All notions could be dropped. Then we would not need any prescription. So let's do something let's presume this is the last satsang and do something very practical today. Let's see if we can get to the heart of the matter. So I say to you, for the next few minutes, without any anchor, without any reference, without anything to do, just remain empty of all notions. And don't judge yourself about anything. So for the next few minutes, just remain notionless, with no concept about anything at all. And if any concept is picked up, it's okay. Let it be. Leave it behind. Got it? Very good. Very good. How many of you feel that the wandering mind is too much and I cannot remain motionless just in this natural way? Most spiritual seekers have this sense that it is said in India that elephant is walking through the marketplace, but its trunk is very restless. So when the elephant is being walked through the marketplace, his trunk is picking up and disrupting all the shops. So it can seem like that something being picked up. I am something. That notion is like this elephant's trunk. So the sages have prescribed many different sticks. So what does the owner of the elephant do? He puts a stick in the trunk. He gets the trunk to hold. The trunk can actually hold like that. So the trunk then it holds the stick. Then as it holds the stick, then it doesn't seem to move about so much here and there. So all the prescribed methods actually are just this stick, just this anchor for us to get anchored in the being without picking up concepts about ourselves. Now, just as we did, you can try today. This is like a practical workshop today. So try all the various anchors and see which one feels the most comfortable. And if nothing was needed, then nothing was needed anyway. Then just play with this. It's just a play. So let's say that the first anchor is to just remain as the primal witnessing, as the witnessing itself, that which is aware of all things, but in itself is not a thing. Understood? So next few minutes, we take a position. The anchor is a position. That witnessing itself, that which witnesses all things, itself is the thing. In the remain the sakshi, remain the. If we anchor ourselves in this witnessing, actually it is not truly a position because it is non-phenomenal, but it can feel like, it can seem like an anchor which can stabilize us. So let's take a few minutes and remain just as the witnessing. Your eyes can be open or closed. You might witness external seeming objects or internal seeming objects. You might experience silence or a lot of noise. You remain as the witness. Very good. Very good. So, some of you will find this very comfortable, and some of you will find this completely abstract. You might wonder, what is this witnessing? So, the next possibility for an anchor, so that, remember what we're doing? We're using an anchor to not pick up any notion of something. So, one was just in seeing that I am the self, we just remain empty of all notions. And for some of us, it has become comfortable like this. Then we said, okay, I'll follow the advice of the sages and just remain the primal witnessing itself. That which itself is not an object, but witnesses all other objects. But sometimes our mind is too resistive with this because it seems too abstract, doesn't know what to hold on to. Then some of the most famous sages like Nisargadatta Maharaj have suggested that we stay with the sense of being, the sense I am. So what is the sense I am? I ask you to try and stop being. Don't be for a moment. And then you don't have to chase this sense I am. You can see that it is so apparent that you cannot stop being. Is this sense I am? So this beingness, this sense of presence, sense of existence, the next few minutes we will just stay with that. Keep our attention on this being very naturally, playfully, not doing anything serious. Just with a gentle smile on your face if possible. Stay relaxed. The next few minutes, just stay with your sense of existence, with your being. Okay, very good, very good. Now, some of you will feel like all of this is still very confusing, too abstract. Need something more tangible to hold on to. You can feel still Just words. What is this existence? What is this primal witnessing? We must, at some level, have integrity in our heart and just see what is the best medicine which seems to be working for me. Forget about what is highest, what is lowest, what makes you the most accomplished seeker. It's not about that. Whatever is the seeming way to this conceptlessness is good enough. All paths lead to the same goal. So for those of you, in fact for all of us, we're all playing with this. So then we hold on to something more tangible, one generic tangible sound or mantra that all of us can hold on to is Ram. But if in your heart something there is natural devotion for something, and you know what can serve as remembrance to that, as devotion to that, you can use that as your mantra or your phrase. The rest of us will just stay with the inner chanting of Ram at your own speed, at your own pace. Let everything dissolve in this holy name. So it can be Ram, 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 chanted inwardly. So for the next few minutes, just stay with this mantra and allow everything else to dissolve into this. If the mind is getting distracted, don't worry, just gently come back to the mantra with no judgment, no interpretation, naturally, playfully. Very correct. Very good. Now, some of you will find that even if you decided to stop chanting, the mantra just goes on its own. And if it does, then allow it to. This is called ajapa japa. The japa is happening without the sense of the idea that I am doing it. And some of you, I might not be here, you might be watching this on YouTube later. So this is for all of you. Coming to this notionlessness, first in the simple, letting go of all notions, empty of any anchor, empty of any concept. And then for those, it can seem like, no, this is too difficult and my attention is wandering too much. We are looking at various anchors that have been provided by the sages throughout history. So we've looked at the anchor of remaining as the primal witnessing. We've looked at the anchor of just being, keeping our attention on the sense I am. And then we looked at the anchor of using a holy name to keep our attention centered, not the mind not so distracted. So some of you will feel like none of this is really working and no word actually is appealing so much or takes a hold that attention is staying with you. So what has been prescribed in many paths, especially in the path of Buddhism, there's this practice of mindfulness, which employs the technique of keeping your attention with your breath. And then later with all the actions, as you're in the action, then being with the action completely. But the anchor point, the main anchor point is the breath. Let's try this for a few minutes. Just whatever might be coming and going, you remain with the breath. Some of the Indian sages have also prescribed that if this helps for some of you, as the in breath is coming, you hear it as so, and the out breath is going, you hear it as hum. So then it becomes mantra and breath at the same time. Hum, hum. So just stay with your breath very naturally, again, playfully, just having fun, not doing anything serious. Just remain with your breath. And if the mind distracts you, nothing to worry about, just gently come back to it. Just gently come back to your breath. For a few minutes, we just stay with our breath. Very good. Now, some of you, you'll have the experience in the middle as you're doing this, your breath is stopped. I feel like your breath just stops, and sometimes it can feel like minutes. Minutes since you had your. So don't worry about it. Don't try to become all scientific about it. It's nothing to fear. Also, it is nothing special. It's no big deal at all. Don't make it a thing. Naturally, as you're using any of these anchors, you will come to your motionless existence where ultimately even the anchor will be kept aside. Just for the sake of completion, for those for whom even this staying with the breath does not seem to appeal or does not seem to help us with this distracted trunk of the elephant, we can do some physical hatha yoga, some Surya Namaskar, some laughter yoga, any of this is good. In the play, meet yourself with integrity, with honesty in your heart, and the biggest blessing if some or many of you are blessed with some devotion in your heart that can make all of this very natural and playful. Even to remain motionless without any anchor is greatly blessed if you feel like you're always at the Master's feet, you're always in the Master's heart. Sadhguru's blessings are always with all of you. And it's time for Guruji's silent sitting to start. So we'll close this broadcast for now. Thank you all so much for being in Satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Muji Baba ki Jai.
Satguru Shri Ananta Ji ki Jai.